And welcome to another round Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm reviewing Toronto FC 1, New England Revolution 2. I'm gutted. Toronto, I don't know, man. I don't know. This team, 2 mistakes. Dominate the game, other than 2 mistakes. But that's what loses us this game. 2 bad mistakes. At a time that you do not need mistakes. Man. Well, here we go. 20th minute. Tajon Buchanan, the Canadian boy. You knew it had to be him. Gets a ball in. Great cross. Takes a great shot. Bono tries to save it. Go off the post. And in. 1-0 New England. That's the way we go into half. Jonathan Osorio gets one back in the 80th minute. Ball crossed in from Pozuelo. Soteldo makes the pass to Pozuelo. Ball crossed in. Tapped in by Osorio. That's 1-1. Then in the 83rd minute, Eric Zavaleta. Eric Zavaleta going back to his old self in the blink of our eyes. Not his El Salvador self, his Toronto self. Pulls down Adam Buxa in the box. Bear hugs him. He goes down easily, which that's a penalty deserved. That's not undeserved. That is a pen. I can't disagree. Eric brain farted at the worst time possible. Gustavo Bo steps up, taps it, shoots it past Bono. Bono gets a hand to it, but you knew he wasn't going to save that. 2-1 for New England. That's the way it would end. Stats are as follows. 9 shots to 10, 4 shots to 2, shots on target to 2, 64% possession to 36% possession, 598 passes to 340, 86% pass accuracy to 74% pass accuracy, 6 fouls to 11, 1 yellow to 1, no reds, 2 offside to 2, 5 corners to 5. See, I don't know. With this game, I really don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing that really grinds my gears. We dominated. We dominated this game. We were the better team. Ball's round. We make 2 mistakes because that's what we do. That's our job, is make mistakes at inopportune moments, and they do. Nothing Perez can do about it. Nothing the offense can do about it. The defense is still trash. Burning garbage on the side of a road. A dumpster fire of epic proportions. They make 2 mistakes. Eric Zavaleta and Omar Gonzalez don't cover Buchanan on the header. They don't. Which is an amazing goal, by the way. But they don't cover him. They leave him to Soteldo. Somebody who's shorter than me. A pipsqueak. Joao Plata 2.0. Yeah, I went there. They leave him to Soteldo. You think he's winning that header? You are blind and dumb. But then again, it's the Chuckle Brothers, Omar Gonzalez and Eric Zavaleta. Of course they think Soteldo's going to win that header. You really have Soteldo on Tajon Buchanan, who is at least a foot taller than him. Maybe 8 inches. He may not be a foot taller, but it damn near seems like it. Hell, almost everybody's a foot taller than Soteldo. Hell, put me up against him and I'm 5'6", I'll probably look like a foot taller. And that's not trying to take a shot at his height, because height doesn't measure heart. Yeah, I'm one of the people who says that and believes in that. But seriously, I don't think Soteldo's 5'3". I think they're lying. I think they pulled a wrestling on him and said, hey, you're billed at 5'3" when you're really 5' nothing. Seriously, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I a crackpot? No, I'm not. Well, maybe, but because this team loves to make me look like a knob every single week. See, that's pain. This team. 2 defensive mistakes. Bono can't save a penalty. The ball hits his hand on both goals, and he still can't save them. The defense, oh my God, brainless. You could give them a lobotomy and they probably have more brain power and IQ after the lobotomy over what they have now. Honestly, I have nothing to say about this game except we dominated and made 2 horrible mistakes. We don't make those mistakes. We win this game 1-0 or 2-0 because, by the way, there was a handball penalty in like a 27th minute that they didn't look at or call. That was a pen. That was a clear handball on Tajon Buchanan. The fact you didn't call it is suspect as all hell because, oh, by the way, referee stats, Rubiel Vasquez, the time he called games against New England, he's gone against them wholeheartedly. Everything's gone against them. So, of course, they get one good one against us. And I'm not saying the referee finally gave him one back. I'm just saying it's kind of suspect. The numbers, and then the fact there's no VAR, no handball, when there should have been a handball. It should have been 2-2. We should have got a point out of this game. Hell, we should have got all three. But ifs, ands, and buts are candies and nuts. And if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. Referee, Pagliacci de culo. Pagliacci de culo. Clown. 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 And you know what? Let's continue. Omar Gonzalez, Eric Zavaleta, Alex Bono, Vafanculo. Vafanculo. And you know what? We could throw Ali Curtis and Bill Manning into that. Vafanculo. You know why? Because anybody who thought Chris Armas was a good idea, and I know he's not here anymore, but we still have poison in our club. And they've pretty much succeeded. They've pretty much succeeded. YouTube chill. Basically what I'm saying is Ali Curtis and Bill Manning, and even when Armas was here, are causing irreparable harm to our beloved club. They need to be put behind bars, frankly. What they are doing is criminal. Criminal. Frankly, it is criminal. There should be criminal charges against them for attempted murder on a football club. Our beloved football club. Honestly. They're poison. They're poison. I can't help you. They're poison. And it's pain. Because I was expecting us to be great for a long, long time. After 2015-16. The good era. I thought it would go on for the rest of my life. Nature of the beast in MLS. Okay, maybe not the rest of my life, but until I was 50, you know? No! Now! We have to rebuild. Because we have a poison in our club that doesn't know what the hell to do. They think Armas was a good idea. Even though that was just his boy and there's no binder there. He's just going to hire his boy who wants to do what he says because, you know, it's his way or the highway. I want him kicked to the curb. Preferably in the shins, but that is what it is. Ali Curtis, by the way. He needs to be kicked to the curb. And honestly, Bill Manning, it was never you who was great either. That was Tim Lewicki, okay? Go to. I could do this whole thing myself. This whole racket myself. Give me and three of the people I trust. We do a better job than them two. And I would keep Javier Perez because this wasn't his fault. Now, he did make a bad substitution, bringing in De Leon for Osorio and Mullins for Achara. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. But you know what? Fine. You know, that's fine. Okay? That's one mistake. We had more mistakes from the players and the manager at this point. But we don't need those mistakes because at this point it doesn't matter. It's gutting. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you played if you don't get the points. And they didn't get the points. Which they should have, but they didn't. Depressing. Oh my God. Man, I don't know. This is painful. This is absolutely painful. I don't know whether I want to scream, cry, or just not talk. Like, have you ever known me not to speak? Have you ever known me to be dejected? Any of y'all? That's where I'm heading. That's this bad. That's how bad this is. I'm damn near dejected. All I want and all I'm asking for at this point, because the playoff run, you have one loss left. Everything else has to be a win or a draw, preferably a win. Probably like what? This is 19, so 24. We got 15 games left. I'd say about what? 10 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss. That's probably what you could do if you want to make the playoffs, which is even unlikely, but it's still this close. It's kind of like, again, the St. Louis Cardinals. If you've seen me on Twitter, you've seen me correspond with a Cardinals fan, right? And it's the same exact thing. Listen to The Usual Suspects, his podcast. Listen to that. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. We're going through the same thing. We're trash, they're trash, except I have a little bit more faith, but it's not that much. And at this point, I'm nearly done. I am nearly done. I am this close to just blowing a gasket and screaming at everybody who was part of this season, even the players that I think were good. It's this close before I blow a fuse. And if we lose the Canadian Championship, whether we go out quarterfinal, semifinal, or final, I will scream high heaven. I need that trophy. There is no question whatsoever. If we don't win the Canadian Championship, I'm going to be an angry man until Montreal gets knocked out of the CONCACAF Champions League. I don't care how good we're doing in MLS next season, all right? I don't care. I will be an angry man until they get knocked out, and I will be an angry man until the last MLS team gets knocked out. This is a chance, and I'm saying, yeah, they need to rebuild and all that. And here's the thing. They know what they need to do. I know I shouldn't trust the board, but they can see we have problems in defense. Get rid of Omar, get rid of Zavaleta, sign somebody on TAM, try to sell Josie, or just cut him. It's easy, it's explainable. We know what we need to do. Go and do it before next season. We know what we need to do. Don't paper over the cracks. And you know what? Maybe missing the playoffs is exactly what we need. I'm not saying lose the Canadian Championship because I will be pissed off, but maybe missing the playoffs is what we need. Maybe making a fairy tale run like the 2011 Cardinals, speaking of the Cardinals, would not be good for our sake. Look at 2019. That's probably half the reason why we're in the position we are now. I never liked Ali Curtis, but half the fan base, or about 75%, were like, you know what? This guy's okay because he got us to a final. When we were half bad that whole season. Things have not been great under him, or it's like, oh, we've almost won the Shield under him. It was never him. The players, in spite of him, they're all washed up. 2019 half put us in this mess, and then Chris Armas put the other foot in the grave. 2019, the warning signs were there. Let's not kid around that this is new. 2020, the warning signs were there. The 4-game losing skid where we lost the Shield, or 4 losses in 5 and then losing to Nashville. It was always there. And Vanny, I didn't run him out. We didn't. He left because he knew where this was going. And you know what? I'm sorry for wanting Vanny out. I feel personally responsible for 2021. I do. Why? Because Greg Vanny, I should have never said Vanny out. He's okay. He's doing good with the Galaxy. Are they inconsistent sometimes? Yes. That's what happens over every season. Is Javier Perez better than Vanny? Yes. Does it matter? No, because we're probably missing the playoffs. It's not like a Mike Schilt St. Louis situation, okay? Mike Schilt is a horrible manager, okay? He's horrible. Javier Perez is trying to keep this team afloat. And I believe he can. But is he? I don't know. In spite of the board, in spite of some of these players, is he? No. No, he's not. It's time to say that we have so less margin for error. One more loss and you cannot lose again. You cannot. Now, if I look at the schedule, well, I can't do that because my computer's not turned and I'm not editing this thing. Yes, we're playing trash teams at this point. They're all above us, but quality-wise, we should be better. And you could say, but we lost by 1 goal to the best team in the league. We beat them in July! In his first game, no less. Don't give me that. And you could say, but it was Brad Knight and not Matt Turner. You should have known it would be hard. We still have more talent, and we still got to the goal. We still were knocking on the door most of the time. Don't put it right in Matt Turner's hands. You know he's good. Put it top corner. The one time Marky Delgado had to shoot high, he shoots low. But no, in the Champions League, he's going to shoot over the bar. All you had to do was shoot low. Or just put it on frame. That's probably a goal against Rodolfo Cota in the first or second leg. Every time you miss, it's over the bar by at least 5 inches. But the time you have to put it lower, you put it right in Matt Turner's hands, Delgado. The one time you put it lower, it's right into the goalkeeper's hands. Hey, at least that's progress, right? It was right at him. Yeah, that's progress, right? That's progress, right? That's progress. Maron. Oof, Maron. This team is testing my patience. They're testing my faith. They're testing my patience. It was better when they were just bad. It was better when they were just trash. It was better back in the day when I knew I really had no expectations. Anything they did higher than second to last place in the Canadian Championship was a bonus. Man, and what I would give to be 12 again. Champions League semifinals and a Canadian Championship. That was a bonus. What I wouldn't give to be 14 again, right at the playoff line. And that was amazing. Bloody big deal year. Yeah, it was disappointing, but we were right there. We were in the mix. I was proud of that. Now, hell, 2018 I'm more proud of than this. Seems like we're already out of it unless we win like 10 straight. 5, 6, 7, 10 straight. And only lose one of our last 15. And then you have the Canadian Championship in there. That's 3 games that you have to plan for in the midweek. That makes it even worse. Schedule congestion. What do you want to throw away? The league or the Canadian Championship? I'd say the league. But I don't know. I want the CCL. Maybe they want a playoff run. I don't know. I'm gutted. I don't know. I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my patience. I don't know anymore. I absolutely don't know. This is painful. This is painful. This is pain. Because back in the day, they were just bad. When I was a kid, they were just bad. Anything higher than the second to last place was achievement to me. Maybe not to you, but 2009, that was great besides the last day of the season. I thought that was great. I was proud. Miracle in Montreal, that was amazing. One good moment in a sea of BS. Sometimes it was easier back then. My expectations were on the floor. Now my expectations are one of the best teams in the world act like it, and they don't. They don't. And now I look like a knob every single week. This hurts. Back in the day, also something awesome, I had no YouTube channel. I had no place to complain or say, oh, this team is better than you think, and then look like a knob every week. Now, I have a YouTube. Now I say, it's not that bad. No, it is that bad. Man, it is that bad. Come on now. It is that bad. It is that bad. I wish it was easier. Man. You see, I want to cry. This team has broken me. This team has broken me. They have broken me. I'm already burnt out. I'm trying to get to December to finish this season and put this on the back burner. Maybe a playoffs without us probably would do me some good, but I'm broken. I'm broken and burnt out, man. And I've busted my ass. I deserve to be burnt out, but this team... Oh no, I really don't know. This team is my whole heart, honestly. Nobody has the other half of my heart that I would trust to give them to at least make TFC half of my heart. TFC is my whole heart. Yes, I love my family, but TFC love is different than family love. You know what I'm saying? That sounds bad. You get my point, though. It's loving something that, even though you were grown up with it, it's different. You're born with your family. You have to at least tolerate them, if not love them. Now, I love my immediate family. I love my mom and dad. I miss my Nana. I miss my pop. I love them too. And I hope they're up there and see that they're proud of me. I hope they're proud of me. Especially my Nana. She meant the world to me. And I think she passed before the 2019 home opener. It was either the week after or the week before. Been gone a while, but I miss them too. I love them too. And I miss them. I love my immediate family, but most of my, if you know, you know, most of my extended family, I can't stand them most of the time, but they don't have to know. But loving a football club is different than family. I'm not saying it's romantic. I mean, it is kind of romantic, but you're not. Actually, I'm digging myself a hole I don't need to be digging myself. But there's a different type of romanticism to a football club than a girlfriend or wife or fiance. You know, but it's the same type of love. It's a romantic love, but it's a different type of romanticism. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, my romantic heart. TFC has it all. There's nobody that I trust to have the other half that I could give them. You ain't getting 100% of me. I'll tell you that. If you're with me, you ain't getting 100% of me. The club has at least 50%, if not 75% of my heart. I'll push it down to 50 if I'm with somebody. I'm not going any lower. You get half at best. This club is love, my love. I love this club. And I will always love this damn club. Even if they hurt me. Which is exactly why I'm... Probably says something more about me, romantically wise, than it does the club. But maybe I wouldn't accept that. But, you know, whatever. I love this club. And I always will love this club. Point is I will always love this club. I have enough room in my heart for somebody, is what I mean. But I'll always love this club. And honestly, I'd probably love it more than whoever I marry, date, or anything. I will probably love this club more than them. And that's the truth. You could say, that's horrible. I do not care. That's kind of red pill, though, you know? That's kind of Rollo Tomasi-ish, you know? I love this club more than probably whoever I'd marry, date, put in a rotation, whatever. I love this club more than them. Anybody who I'm romantically linked with, I probably love this club more than them. 100%. I don't think I'll ever find somebody that I trust that much to love them at least half and half it, honestly. And if you think that's bad, that's fine. I don't care. Toronto was my first love. Not in the way of, you get my point though. I know that sounds bad. Give me a second, all right? I know it sounds bad. I'm not articulating it well. I know. But if you know football, you know what I'm saying. It doesn't really need articulation. If you don't know the sport, fine. But if you know football, you know. I don't really have to articulate it well, right? That's really bad tangent. I don't care. But, and if you want to get mad at me and you see this video and there's somebody who talking or on and off and you're mad about what I just said, well, take it up with me on like Snapchat or Instagram, DMs. I don't care. It's true. It's true. You'll never measure up to this club. I do not care. Honestly, I'm telling the truth. You will not measure up to this club. Because it's either trust issues. I don't want to put that much, well, not that I want to put that much into it, but you know, you're not getting more than 50% anyway of my heart. You're not. I'm sorry. You're not. You're not. It's kind of red pill, kind of, you're not getting more of my heart than TFC. You may split it. You're not getting more of my heart than TFC. That'll never happen. Whether it's football or red pill, you're not. You're not. You're just not. You're just not. All right? You're just not. All right? You're just not. You could say that sounds horrible. I do not care. If you know football, you know football. You understand what I'm saying. Point being is I'm with this team as much as they hurt me. As much as they hurt me, make me smile, whatever range of emotions they give me, whether they ruin my weekend or make it even more amazing than anything else, I will always love this club. That's why I care. I may be dejected, but I'm not apathetic. I care. I will always care. I will always care more than I really should. But again, if you know football, you know. You know. You know what I'm talking about. You got to know the sport to know what I'm talking about and the point that I'm trying to make. Even though it was badly articulated, you get my point if you know the sport. If you know football, you know where I'm going with this, all right? I'm not saying I'm asexual. I'm just saying, you know, I love this club. And I've loved it longer than I'll love anybody else. I've loved this club since I was 7 years old. Before my balls dropped. You think I'm going to give you more of my heart than this club has had? I've been here from the downs to the ups, back to the downs. You think I'm going to give you more of my heart? You're crazy. Even when I was a simp for 6 months, you weren't getting more of my heart than this club, even when they weren't playing. And say that before. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. All right, if you know football, you understand. But seriously, I was a fan of this club before my balls dropped. You are not getting more of my heart than TFC gets. I was 7 years old when I started rooting for this club. Hell, 5 when they were announced. Even before their first game. When this team was announced, I was a fan of them. That's the reason I watched the 2006 World Cup. And yes, I rooted for Italy in that World Cup. By the way, my mom and dad watched that final with me when they played France. By the way, when they won the Euro final just the same way as they beat France on penalties. You're welcome. I'm a good luck charm for Italy. Forza Italia. I am a good luck charm. But I am a good luck charm. And I've always liked Italy. It was never that. I've always liked Italy. I've always liked Italy. They're an amazing football country. Even when they were bad, they were good. They're better now. They're amazing. That's the best I've ever seen them in the Euros. But point being, I know I went off the deep end. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. This team, I'm dejected. What else am I supposed to say besides we dominated the game? And we lost because of 2 bad mistakes. What else am I supposed to say? It's me coming to terms with the fact we're probably screwed this year. Besides the Canadian Championship. Unless they choose to just go full steam in the league, which would be stupid. I want the CCL more anyway. That's life, eh? That's life. That's life. Now, that's life. So with that said, I said all I could say, frankly. 30 minutes video. Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully I didn't talk crazy enough for you. But then again, if you're here, you're still gonna be here. Am I right? You know I'm crazy. You know something is... My brain isn't 100% normal, and you know that at this point. I don't know what it is, but I know I'm not... I have a couple of screws loose. I'm not saying I have 30 like a certain peacemaker does, but I have a couple of screws loose. So, you know what I mean. But, you know what I mean. But, that was clever, okay? You knew that was clever, but, come on now. I'm not lying and you know it. But, I'm not lying and you know it. But there are a couple of screws loose in my head. There are. And you know that. So, sorry if you thought I was going too far off the ramblings of a madman. But if you enjoyed it, that's why you're here. So with that said, hopefully you enjoyed the 30-minute video. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tuesday, I have a live stream watch-along reaction for CD Foz versus Forge. Again, Forge leads 3-1 on aggregate in the CONCACAF League. Let's see if they get to the round of 16. I think they will, but you'll enjoy that. Go check out my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything is appreciated. Help support the channel. It'd be awesome if you do. If you stuck around for the whole video, why not? Why not? If you love the ramblings of a madman who loves a football club more than anybody he would possibly date, marry, or be engaged to, you know, ramblings of a madman, right? Go subscribe to the Patreon. You're my type of people, all right? Go be awesome and go subscribe to the channel. Like, share, comment, do all that. Because if you were here the whole time with me making a fool out of myself and all that for 30 minutes, come on. I mean, that's what this club does to me, so, you know. Make it worth my while, okay? You know what it is. I'm Round 'em out. Peace. See you later.